Hi guys, welcome back. More Crash Landing. We're hanging out in our little home here. Today, guys, we're gonna finally install our kinetic compressors. It's about time. We've been working hard for that. I've had to do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, let's just talk about what I did in between the episodes. We're in version 1.1.3 now, which includes randomly generated terrain instead of just a seed with the cities all in the same place. So I did a bit of exploring. Any chunks that you haven't generated before kind of randomly have a chance to generate the cities. So there's a small one over that direction and a bigger one over in that direction. I marked them both. And we still have, down to the south, we still have our original city, and that one's always in the same place. So let's begin here. Our kinetic compressor, to craft it, which we needed to do, even though we have a bunch, takes a couple things that we weren't able to make up to now, including hardened glass, which requires an induction smelter, one of these 300s cards which take flux electron blend, which also requires an induction smelter, and some different stuff. So the very first one is a magma crucible. You take redstone, you put it into your magma crucible, and it turns it into liquid redstone. And the liquid redstone, you put electrum, which I might have around. Guess not. You take pulverized electrum, and actually I can probably show that in NEI. You take your pulverized electrum, and you put the liquid redstone on top of it. It makes fluxed electrum blend, and then you take that fluxed electrum blend and you combine it in an induction smelter with pyrotheum to make the ingots. That's how you make those. We'll need to do a bunch more of those in time. And you combine it in the induction smelter with pyrotheum, which is just sulfur, coal, redstone, and blaze powder. It's pretty easy to make that stuff. The only tricky one is sulfur, which you get from a couple different places, but the best way is just to sift the sand that we're getting. So yeah, so that's how we make up the where is it? Anyways, that's how we make the flux electrum ingots, which make the 300 cards, which make us a kinetic compressor. And we needed to make the kinetic compressor here to open up these other ones in the craft book, and just at the very bottom of we need the advanced pressure tubes and then a pressure tube and a regulator. And at the bottom of it, it gives a hint about how to use the regulator. So yeah. So I've done that. We have some advanced pressure tubes, we have the regulator and the advanced pressure gauge, and yeah, we're gonna install all that stuff here for our pressure chamber. Oh, the other thing over here. This is really cool. This is the same as our food thing is. It's just a inventory manager which we're using for auto crafting to craft up our PCBs, the 100 cards, and machine frames. What don't I have enough of? Oh, the plastics, that's why. I guess we can just use some of those. I need to organize it just a little bit better, but the thing is that these 100 cards and the machine frames and stuff like that are all kind of a pain in the butt to craft and to work with. So the inventory manager is just doing a bunch of the crafting for us. And just the same way where our food is auto crafting, this is just auto crafting some of the stuff that we need, because we're going to need a lot of them. So it's crafting the 100s, the PCBs, and the machine frames when it has enough of the ingredients in here. That's it. It works really slickly. That's not the right way to say that. It works really well is what I mean to say. Sorry guys. And yeah, so kinetic compressor, it converts our power, which is coming down in MJs RF. It works RF and MJs are interchangeable. They're the same, considered the same unit of energy, but depending on which pack you're using, they're labeled differently. So all you need to do is just have, instead of the Kinetic Compressor runs off of MJs, and the energy cells put out RF, so you just need to use one of these power pipes to connect between the two of those. You can't ever put the energy cell right next to the Kinetic Compressor and have it work. But so we need some. Well, actually, we can reverse engineer this. So the Kinetic Compressor is able to put out up to 20-ish power, I think, 20-ish pressure, I should say. So the regulator tube reduces the pressure in between the two. Put you there, maybe. Actually, I don't want to hook that up because that still has pressure in it. And I need some redstone. So the regulator tube hooks up between the 20 and the 4.5, which 4.5, 5 that the assembly machine and the pressure chamber and stuff like that run off of, and it reduces the pressure from the 20 down to 4.5. And it actually works like a proper regulator in real life, where it doesn't matter what the pressure upstream is, as long as it's, you know, between 4.5 and 20. It could be 10, it could be 15, it could be 20. It'll only put out 4.5. It's not scaling linearly, like it's not following a direct chart. As long as the pressure upstream is higher, it'll be putting out 4.5. And we need to tell this thing how much power or how much pressure to put out. And there's a redstone formula for that. You can see it there. It's 22.5 minus the redstone times 1.5. In the guidebook, it says 3 redstone dust in a lever will allow 4.5 through. That's not actually quite right. It's actually 4 redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, running into the regulator, and that's what the power 12 here into the regulator is what keeps it down to 4.5. So the next thing is we need to, well, actually we could put our Kinetic Compressor here and have it push power in, and that would work. But we want to be able to shut off the Kinetic Compressor when there's nothing happening, in the same way we had the air compressor turning off. And that's what we're going to use a pressure gauge for, because it outputs a redstone signal based on how much pressure is in there. So we just need a bit of room here to work. Put our pressure gauge, something like that. Maybe we can go up, maybe. From that side? Yeah, that works. Okay, so yeah, you can see we hook up to the power, the Kinetic Compressor turns on. We're starting to get air out of there. It's just heading out into the world. Let's just turn that off for the time being. I guess you still have a bit of power in you. There you go. Okay. Actually, I could hook this up now. And I wonder if that'll come backstream. I guess not. That's another interesting point. We have... Oh, yeah, it is coming backstream. Okay. Just taking its time. Okay, there's 2 things I want to do here. The first is that our Kinetic Compressor, I don't quite know whether it's a bug or whether it's intended to be that way, but the Kinetic Compressor always, regardless of whether it's putting out air pressure or not, it's always taking its energy, whatever. I think it runs at about 7 mJs a tick, something like that. But it's always taking that power, whether it's putting out air or not, and that's a little bit of a problem. So the Kinetic Compressor you can turn off with redstone, but even if you turn this off with redstone, it's still going to be sucking still going to be sucking power back, and that doesn't work. So Instead of turning the kinetic compressor off with redstone, we're going to turn off an energy cell up here, and that won't allow power to flow into the kinetic compressor, and that'll conserve our power there instead of turning the kinetic compressor off. Okay, so we want to do the same thing where that didn't work right there. Where we just put a redstone torch here, and then just invert the signal with redstone when we want it to turn off. So right now you can go up to high, and you're starting to put out power, and not the regulator, the pressure tube puts it out at 2/3 times the pressure. I think this one's at 2 times. So yeah, where you were double because we wanted 8 for 4, you're at 2/3. So we want to keep you somewhere in the 15 to 17 range. So 2/3 of that would be like 11 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just like that works out. Okay, let's try that and see what happens. It's kind of messy and ugly, and we'll have to fix that. But let's see what happens with that. Okay, and you're approaching the 5 anyway, so now you should be working. So, kinetic compressor's in. We just need to wait for it to speed up. And actually, one of the beautiful things about this, well, we can't do it quite like this, but we can hook up more kinetic compressors in parallel. And especially because we're turning off the power at a redstone energy cell like this, there's no additional tax for running a couple compressors in parallel. They just kind of work in tandem, and they just kind of work a lot faster. And once we get a bigger pressure chamber, that'll be really nice. So you're going to be, I guess, a couple minutes. Oops. For you to speed up. So maybe let's have a look at the quest book for now. So that one's all done. We just need to make a couple upgrades. Actually, that's interesting. Speed is made with a cake. I wonder if we still get soy milk from tofu. One of the things about 113 is they took out most of the tofu recipes. This firm tofu is what's crafted in a lot of things. And there used to be about 30 pages of recipes, and they took out a bunch of them, which isn't a bad thing. It really, really was a little bit too powerful. But to make speed upgrades, we need we need cake, which we need milk from a cow, or soy milk from tofu. So that actually, I guess we can try that a bit. Let's try that. Compressor. 6 iron, 2 pistons. Just give me a second, guys. I have to deal with my dog. But yeah, when we come back, we'll make a compressor and try and make that speed upgrade. All right, we're back here, guys. So we need 2 pistons and 6 iron to make a compressor. Actually, I have the cobble on me. Look at that. So we need some iron. Need 2 pistons. You can go away. Okay, so presser. Then we need some tofu. Bone meal. It's right here. So we got the soybean from one of the quests. It was a reward bag item, which we'll take for sure. even though it's nerfed, there's still a couple things that it's useful for. So pressure goes down, soybean goes in. I just want to see whether we get milk out of this. Oh yeah, we still do. Okay, so that's good. So that won't be so difficult to make, because we need milk, egg, sugar, and wheat or flour. And I think we get, yeah, we get eggs over here. Okay, so we have that. We need a couple of sugar. We need some flour. Let's take 6 of those maybe. And then milk. Okay, so cake. So is it a crafting table? I should be able to do that. Let's make 2 just for fun. We need some lapis. Oh, and then a brewing stand is the other thing we need, don't we? Shoot. Potions of swiftness. Which is sugar onto an awkward. You know, I thought for some reason we might have had a Blazazard around. Yeah, I do. Okay, whoops. So let's start doing some brewing here. Need some water bottles. One, 2, 3. We need some nether warts. Water bottles, plus nether warts. Okay, and it is single potion of swiftness, so that's not bad. We'll need some more sugar. Except I need 4 of them, don't I? So awkward. Sugar goes on that. I'll need guess another 3 water bottles. Potions of swiftness. 3 more water bottles, 1 nether wart. Okay. So that's that one. What's the other couple that we need? Item life and security. How are you doing? You are approaching 15, so you got a power of 9. So that seems like it'll be just about right. Okay, so item life. That one there. Apples, a clock, and lapis. Okay, and what's the other one? Security. Safe. Yeah, safety valve. 4 obsidian, 4 lapis. Those are easy. So power 10. So any second here, you are set already. Okay, so you guys should be done. So I should be able to craft a speed potion now, or a speed upgrade. I must not like those. 4 lapis, 4 lapis. Two, three, 4. And a safety valve, I don't know if I have any. Nope. Round of compressed iron. Then U and a couple levers. So the cobble on me, I do. Crap, my inventory is getting full. Okay, so you turned off. So you're not getting power anymore until you come down, and you're, well, you're in the 16 range maybe. Yeah, 16 and a half. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I need to get rid of some junk in my inventory. Speed doesn't make too much sense there. Let's put you in here. Okay, so what can go away? Potion of swiftness. Soy milk can go away. Go somewhere else. Nether wart can go here. Cake I can eat actually. There we go. Egg can go away. Need to refill my water too. That's one of my next things to do here, is to create a better way to fill up our water bottles. Okay, so we need 4 apples and a clock. 4 apples, we have the 4 lapis, we'll need some more, or 4 obsidian, we'll need some more lapis. Then we need to make a clock, which I have no idea how to make anymore. Oh, just cold around redstone, that's easy. So I'll need some more gold too. Okay, so clock, which allows us to make an item life. Upgrade, and then it's a security, which is pressure valve, or a safety valve. So you go there, I need some more wood to make the levers. Okay, safety valve, so that should allow us to make security. There we go. Pick one, so item search, dispenser volume, or range. What does item search do? In the helmet with an ender eye, golden carrot, lapis. And that one goes into the, I don't know if I showed this or not. Where are you? Oh, you're on my bar, that's why. This is a really, really cool thing. Yeah, all the things in this mod kind of go the extra way. So this is a pneumatic craft helmet, and what it allows you to do is to see inside chests. So you can see this chest is empty. You can see this chest has a bunch of different stuff. It doesn't show you everything. Like this has a bunch of the mod stuff, but it can't really find that. Yeah, but the really, really cool thing about this is if you, nope, that's not what I want. Maybe it has to be in that charging station. If you you can put other things into it. Like right now I have a block tracker, which is what shows us inside the chest. So that's where that item search goes. And what that allows you to do So you're going to charge up slowly, but that's okay. So you should now have that, yeah. So I don't know how to use it, but what you can do is say search for something. I'll have to figure out how to use it, but press back. Press back, that doesn't help me. Configure pneumatic craft. No. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to play around with that, but it allows you to specify something you're looking for, and we'll be able to just go through the city and see where it is without having to look in the chests and stuff like that. But the really cool thing about this helmet already is there's a bunch of hidden chests in the city. There's places that they kind of hide them under other blocks and stuff, and so this sees right through the blocks and shows you where they are. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of reading and figure out how to actually set that. So, but let's let you charge up, because you can take the high pressure. You can take the really high pressure. So, okay. Oops. Well, I guess you're running out of planks too. Oh, you're turning on and off just because there's a little bit of power needed to pressure you up. Okay, so item life, I already have one in here. You may as well be there. Security is, I don't know what security does. I have to go read on that too. Next thing in the quest book though. So, under pressure is complete, basic survival. I think all we have left to do is these getting chilly ones and go find this data tablet. Salvage operation. We're stuck at the reactors. This one. So technological revelation is all the different machines. We get into harvesters and planters. AE system is actually, let's work towards that. That's a really useful thing. So this glacial precipitator, we need those slow blocks for, actually, which we can do that pretty easily, I think. So we need water bottle and a leadstone flux capacitor. I think I have one of those around. Okay, manual submit. Oh, you need 4 water bottles. Okay. 4. So we get those snow blocks, which allows us to make the glacial precipitator, which is a machine frame, reception coil, piston, and some copper. We need 2 copper. Piston, I don't have any wood on me. Okay, so I need a machine frame to make a reception coil. And I don't have a crafting table there. I need to place a bunch more crafting tables. It's kind of irking me. Okay, 2 copper. Oh, I need to make my reception coil. Will you work now? There we go. I can't say that I've ever used this thing, but make ice out of it, actually. Okay, that's done. We can claim a high golem. One quest with unclaimed rewards. Oh, here. Okay, so flux electrum's easy, pyrotheum's easy, cryothium. I don't think any of those are actually all that difficult to make. Cryothium, blizz powder, We can put redstone on a snowball to make that stuff. Okay, so that's not that difficult. Niter, just pulverized sandstone, so that's easy. Okay, so now that's not too difficult. And then the enderium, I'm pretty sure, is fairly easy too. Pulverized tin, pulverized shiny metal. Oh, it's just silver, yeah. And resin ender bucket. Okay, so that's not very difficult either, but okay, and that allows us to get into AE as well. Let me take a bit of a break here, guys. I'm gonna get some stuff set up for the ME, because that will allow us to replace our chests and get all sorted out. And I kind of like it. So, hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, sorry, I just kind of had a look at my recording there, and I realized we're already at 32 minutes, and we're just blowing through, having too much fun here. I had a quick look at some of the stuff, but it's this isn't so bad. It's just a 100, and the silicone's easy to do, but that's the 1K storage, which is the first thing. The ME chest is going to take a couple minutes to get set up, more time than I can do in this episode. And I mean, it's not anything really complex. All this stuff is just crafting to make stuff, but yeah, like it's just gonna take a little bit of time to get set up, so we don't really have time to do that in this episode. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. We definitely got a lot done. This thing is working a lot better, and it's going to provide a lot more air to the pressure chamber, so the pressure chamber is going to be able to handle bigger volumes of stuff. And we need to start automating the production of our plastics, which takes a little bit of time to do, but it's a really it's a winner in the end, because it takes a lot of time just to sit there and bone meal these things too. So that might be our next. Oh, what did I just push there? Oh, how about that? Uh-oh. Oh, that's because it's... Okay, what's... There it is, X. I did not know that. I was wondering what the map key was, and yeah, we just found out. Okay, so... now that our pressure chamber can handle a lot more, we need to start automating our plastics, because we need quite a bit of them. To get into this ME stuff, it all applied energetics is called an ME chest, but it's everything here takes these 100 cards as well. So we need a lot of plastics, and so maybe that's the first thing to do, and then we'll try and work into getting into this stuff by the end of the next episode. But yeah, that's the plan. I really appreciate you guys watching. We're making some really good progress into the fun techie stuff. This is the stuff I really enjoy, making stuff work for us. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all later.